I hope you're well. I've just been trying to organize my week a little bit because this is the to-do list and most of it is for today. Realistically, a lot of it is like life admin small tasks. So I just want to have an hour where I get through like 20 of those because they've accumulated. Like most of them have come up in the past couple of days, so I haven't procrastinated on them, but I do want to get them done, especially because I need to do some by the end of the month anyways, and so I just want to make sure I get them done and I don't have those like weighing on me, and like as I'm studying I don't get distracted thinking I have that to do. So I'm gonna spend some time doing that this afternoon. I was in the lab this morning, but while I was waiting for my PCR to finish, I got like an hour and a half of revision in because I brought my notes with me. So pretty happy with that. So I feel good taking a bit of time off revising this afternoon. I think revision has just been going well for this exam, which I wasn't expecting, because when I started studying last week, at the beginning of last week, I just could not be bothered. You know when you haven't studied for a while and then you sit down and you're like, do I really have to concentrate on this? It takes a while to get back into it for me, but things have been going very well for this one, and I still have all of tomorrow, all of Wednesday, and Thursday morning for another 2 rounds of revision, so I'm feeling pretty good. I am going to finish technically, I've done a round of studying and I'm going through the first round of revision, so I'm going to finish that today, but I can do that. I think I can probably do the rest in like a couple of hours. So I'm going to get through some of this now, but yeah, I just needed a little bit of organization. Another long to-do list, but I'm hoping to check some of these off. I also need to draw in some lines for like my studying and stuff, because there's some things that I'm not gonna be doing. Like, I have to study for another exam because I have one on Thursday, but I'm not gonna study for my next exam until I've taken this first one, if that makes sense. And I draw these lines when a task is finished or before a task if I can't do it before a certain day. It just kind of gives me a bit of a better idea, so I still have to go back and do that. But I'm happy I've set this up. I think the spread is kind of cute. I like the colours. Sad little phase because I was meant to have a concert on Saturday and that got pushed. Or like, I don't know if it's going to be rescheduled or if it got cancelled. Me and my dad have not been very lucky with concerts in Milan for the past year because it's the second one that gets cancelled because the artist is sick. So that's not great. Especially because I have 2 more in Milan in the next 2 months. 2 or 3. Maybe just 2. Yeah, I think this was the 3rd, but hopefully the other ones go fine, but that's beside the point. I am going to get on with some stuff. I also have some journaling that I want to do tonight, but I don't know if I'll film it because I'm probably going to do that tonight after dinner. I just want to like have a cup of tea and fill 3 or 4 pages because I have thoughts that I need to write down somewhere that I haven't had time to do yet. So I'm gonna go and do that, but I'm really happy because over the weekend I backfilled some book reviews which I was kind of behind on. I was behind on 2, I think, and now I'm about to finish another book. I think I'm like 50 pages from the end, but I read like 70 on public transport today, so I'm gonna read the other 50 probably tonight before bed, and then I can write that tomorrow. And it feels good to be on top of that kind of thing because obviously it's not like a chore, it's not something that I have to do, but it's something that I feel good doing because it makes me feel like I'm not gonna forget those books, which I otherwise tend to do. I never remember the books that I read. I remember the feeling that they gave me, and I can remember like whether I like the book or not, whether I like the writing, whether like maybe I found the plot weird, or I can remember like various scenes, but I really struggle to remember books as a whole, especially like certain types of books. So I feel like those are very helpful, and that's something that I've always wanted to have, and I wish I had started doing sooner. So now I could kind of remember the books that I've read in the past better. But I'm happy. I'm kind of doing that. I also on track with the Hon. I have 3 or 4 pages to backfill this month. I wouldn't mind leaving them blank. This one I have no idea what happened this day. I think this was just a very plain, very boring day. But here I went out with a friend, so I wanted to... I stuck down a picture, but I did want to write about that a little bit. And also, this is the really fancy dinner that we went to a couple of weeks ago, and I also want to write about that, but I've already written about that in my other journal, but I also want to write about it in here. But I was like, I didn't do it straight away, and then I kind of want to have a moment to sit down and do it justice, to like remember it properly. I wouldn't mind leaving the pages blank if it was just a boring Wednesday, you know, like if nothing went on and I was just like at home studying. But May was a very eventful month, and there's a lot of things that I do want to remember. I just haven't kept up with the book very well, because it's also been a very, very busy month, and I think also because it's been a very social month. It's not been draining, like I've not felt tired, but I think like subconsciously it's kind of been taking up a lot of energy, and so I've not been dedicating as much energy to my journals necessarily. I've also just really been into painting, and so like, you know, I have a limited amount of time that I can allocate to my hobbies. So yeah, you know, I guess it makes sense. I've also read 3 books, which is pretty good. They were not very long books, but still 3 books, nearly one a week. That's pretty good, especially because the week I didn't read, I technically was still reading. I just reread a very long fanfiction because I needed the comfort. So, you know, it's fine. It's okay. Things are going pretty well. Yeah, I'm gonna get through some of this. I'm gonna get to some studying. It's not the most exciting thing to film, but I am hoping to have some journaling bits and some exciting painting to show you. I'm working on a commission. I think I mentioned it in last week's video, but I'm working on a commission piece. I might start sketching that today, so I can like check in and see which sketch you know, the person prefers, so I can then go ahead and sketch the final piece in the next couple of days and then paint it ideally before the end of the week. That's kind of the timeline plan. But also I'm just having so much fun drawing with this. I did some sketches yesterday. I don't know where my sketchbook is. There it is. I did a couple of sketches yesterday. I have a couple more that I want to do. I took some pictures throughout the day that I want to draw. This was another one that I did of like my desk. This one I didn't do from a picture. It was just like from life. And then we're gonna ignore that page. This was another one I did from life. It's just like little snippets of everyday life, and I really like this type of thing. Anyways, that's kind of a plan for the week, if you will. Yeah, I hope you well. Enjoy the rest of the video. Facci una dimostrazione del muro che gira.
Questo è il migliore. Questo qua è un po' più duro e gli altri sono ancora da mettere in ordine, però piano piano sta integrando.
I've actually just realized while I was clearing out my SD card that I accidentally forgot to import some footage that was on there, and there's some drawing footage that was meant to go in the video from 2 weeks ago. Not even last week. If it had been last week, that would have been fine because I'm still editing that, but it's 2 weeks ago, so now I don't know what to do with that. I don't, because it's nice footage. It's a drawing that I really like. I don't know if I'm gonna put it in another video. I don't know, we'll see. You'll see, I guess. But what I wanted to say was things have been going okay. I had to stop revising to be able to continue my sustainability, like the project for my sustainability course that is due tomorrow. I really wanted to finish it before starting to study for this exam, but I didn't because sorting out notes and all that took up too much time, and then I just got really carried away with revision. But today I really had to just interrupt my day halfway through to actually get on with this because it's due tomorrow and it's not finished. So I've just been reorganizing things, and I had a to-do list of the things that I still wanted to add to it. So it's not been terrible. It's been going okay. I just wish I didn't have to interrupt my revision for that because things were going so well. But I really want to finish it today, so then tomorrow morning I can just read it once and then submit it, and then I can just have a full day of revision without having to go out or interrupt myself again, because I've had to go out twice already for errands and just... this was not in my plans. Like, somehow I've ended up with a 4-page to-do list the week of exams, and that's not great, but I don't know, we make do. It's actually not been going terrible. The only thing that I haven't managed to do today was take pictures, because it's not urgent, it's just I wanted to do it today because it's the only sunny day this week, or at least, like, I know that today's sunny. The weather forecast for the rest of the week keeps changing, so I don't know if I'll have another sunny day this week. But if I don't and I can't take pictures, it's not the end of the world, so to be fair, it's fine. I'm just glad that I've gotten some, like, a whole bunch of little things done that were kind of urgent and that I did need to get done, so at least, like, they're done and they're not distracting me from studying, and I'm also really, really enjoying studying this subject. So fingers crossed exam goes well on Thursday. Also fingers crossed it doesn't rain on Thursday, because I would really like to wear my new dress. I completely off topic, but I needed some more, like, cute summer dresses because I only have one. And then I have, like, another tight long dress, but that's kind of a different type of dress. I only have one, like, short floral dress, and I wanted more, and I found this one on Vinted, but it's actually from a small business, a small sustainable business that I'll leave linked below. I think it's called Robin Katharina the Label, something like that. But this was like a one-off piece made with scraps, like fabric scraps, and she put it up on her Vinted, and I found it, and it was so cute, and I'm so happy that it fits me well. I wore it today to finish running my errands in the afternoon, and it's super, super comfortable, and I love the colours. So I'm really happy I got that, but I would like to wear that on Thursday, because if it doesn't rain, we're planning on going to the park to have lunch, and that would be awesome. But also, with the luck that we've had lately, it's probably going to be pouring and we're not going to end up going to the park. So we'll see how that goes. I remain somewhat hopeful. But yeah, I'm gonna do a little bit more work on this, and then I'll put up dinner, and then I'll probably try to finish this while dinner cooks, so then after dinner I don't have to keep working on this, because I also just want to go to bed early and get my day started early tomorrow. Just normally I get to the stage where I am today with revision, but it's tomorrow, and like the exam is the day after, and I don't feel prepared enough. Like I always wish I had an extra day. This time I have that extra day, and I feel pretty confident in how things have been going so far, and my preparation. I am so jinxing this, but I really do. And I don't want to waste this extra day, kind of day and a half that I still have, because the exam isn't until 1 p.m, so I also still have at least 2 to 3 hours in the morning to go through the things that I maybe don't know as well. But I took really good notes. I really enjoyed the professor, and the slides were also very detailed, so I feel like I have all of the information, and I've been absorbing it well, and I've been studying well. I've been doing active recall, and that's just... it's the kind of thing that it's like you have to do it, like you have to find the motivation to do it, but when you actually do it and you blurt out everything and then you go back through and you correct it, you really identify what you don't know, you really like make sure you go through everything multiple times, and you're also not doing the thing where you just keep reading the notes and you feel like you know things just because you recognize them and not because you actually know them. So I just feel like everything has been so good. I do have another exam next week, but I thought we were going away for the concert at the weekend, but we're not, so I have those extra 2 days to finish revising that I didn't think I would. So I'm feeling a bit better about things. It's all gonna work out. I just wanted to like update you on things. But yeah, I don't know. That's a Tuesday update. I'm gonna get back to this and I'm gonna go have dinner and have a quiet night. I'm just glad at least today was sunny and I got to go out in the sun and not in the rain. But please send over a ray of sunshine and some spring summer vibes, because this is not it. Alright, I'm heading out. Let's cross our fingers this goes well. It's actually not raining, so we're gonna get to go to the park afterwards regardless of how it goes, and we're ordering food from a place that I haven't tried before, so I'm excited about that. I'm also weirdly not anxious, which makes me anxious about not being anxious. So, I don't know, I think I've done a good job with revision, but I just feel like I've been jinxing it for 2 days by thinking that. So we'll see how this goes. Let's just hope.